Hi everyone, welcome to my cleaning video. Today I am just narrating my cleaning that I did in the kitchen. It was a huge kitchen cleaning day. This was filmed about 9 months ago, and I was 7 months pregnant at the time. This is actually one of the last big cleanings that I was able to do before my pregnancy really had me off my feet. So I'm just starting by unloading the dishwasher and organizing all of the kids' cups. I try to always match the lids with the cups so that it makes it easy for the kids when they're looking for their cups later. Pulling them out of the drawer, everything's already together. You can see the kids' cuppy drawer right there. We have their water bottles and stuff in the front, and then we have lids and fun straws in the back. So yeah, I always just start cleaning the kitchen by unloading and reloading the dishwasher. I feel like it's the easiest way to make a big impact, and it just takes a couple of minutes. This is a portable Kenmore dishwasher that we got from Sears a couple years ago, and I love it. I have wanted a dishwasher my whole life, and I'm so happy to finally have one now. I do sometimes wish that we had a dishwasher that was installed, but I really don't mind rolling this back and forth. I like that it has the cut top. So we can have an extra surface to prepare fruits and vegetables and, you know, whatever we're making for dinner. So here I am loading the dishwasher up after things have soaked for a little bit. I'll just let the music play while you guys watch. The water containers that you see in the background there, my husband converted those into a water and a food dispenser for the dogs and the cats. It has made our life a little bit easier to not have to fill up the water bowl 3 times a day. And now instead we just have to fill it up about once a week. I know this looks like a lot of dishes and a huge mess, but honestly, this happens just after 1.5 days. Especially now that we have 5 people in the family, not just 4. Those dishes stack up so quickly. We homeschool the kids, and I'm home all day. My husband is home most of the day as well. And so, you know, we're not eating out, we're not away from the house, and we go through those dishes quickly. This is one of my most dreaded chores, but I've gotten a lot better at keeping up with it, especially now that we have our nice dishwasher. so excited to get this basket from Dollar General. I really wanted something to put all of the kids' snacks in, so they got a little snack basket where they knew they could go to find snacks and things just for them whenever they're feeling a little hungry throughout the day. It has worked really well. We finally, just about a week ago actually, again, I'm recording the audio for this about 9 months after this recording, just moved all the snacks out of that basket and into a different one, and that's now my bread basket on top of the refrigerator. And I've gotten a lot of use out of it. I really like it, and I think it looks nice. My next step in cleaning the kitchen after I've loaded the dishwasher and started that is to wash off the counters, put away any groceries that are sitting out, any papers. It's kind of a dump spot in our house. When we walk in the back door, a lot of times we'll set down whatever we're carrying in from the car, so these counters really get crowded really quickly, and we don't have a lot of them, so this is usually my next step in cleaning the kitchen, putting away whatever is left out, and of course getting all the crumbs off the counters so that when I sweep, I'm really getting everything. We use a general cleaner from Melaleuca to disinfect and wipe things down, so that's what's in that bottle. After wiping all the counters off, I move on to the stove, and I always remove the grates, and I use Purple Power, which is a pretty good degreaser. I was a little nervous to use it at first because my husband bought it at AutoZone, and so I had it in my mind that this was a degreaser used in a garage, used for cars, and I was really hesitant to use it in the kitchen, but it does say it's safe, it's non-flammable, so I feel safe using it on the stove. In case I don't get a little bit of it wiped up, I don't have to worry about it going up in flames, and it works really well. We usually have a pretty greasy mess around the stove, especially after my husband cooks. My husband's an amazing cook, and I'm so lucky, but he makes a little bit of a mess, and so this really helps to clean up afterwards. So, oh yeah, there's my belly. I had a really hard time with big cleaning days like this. This was my third pregnancy, and it really took it out of me. I really had a hard time with this one, and I think I mentioned earlier in the video that This was probably one of my last big cleaning days. It was about this time that I had to go on maternity leave. I just couldn't handle being on my feet for the long hours anymore. It just was too much. Yeah, I'm wiping everything down, and I think in a minute I'm going to grab that magic eraser and go over some of those tough spots that didn't want to come up. I love using the magic eraser. I try to have some of those on hand all the time because they come in handy for all of these little projects. You know, of course, cleaning the walls, and with kids, there's constantly crayons and little fingerprints everywhere, and that just has become one of my favorite tools. We got the stove used after our last stove had a gas leak, and if I'm remembering correctly, I think this was my first big cleaning on it after we had gotten it. We do know the people it came from, so I wasn't worried about it being gross or disgusting or wondering what might have been on it. You know, I know them, I trust them, but it just had some little spots on it here and there, and I just wanted to try to get it nice and clean and looking new. I love having these safety locks on the stove because, of course, it keeps my kids from turning the knobs, it keeps everybody safe, but they get disgusting. This was the last time that I cleaned them, and I was looking at them earlier today, and they need it again so badly. I need to get those things off of there and get them cleaned. One of the most annoying things is when I open it up to turn on the stove and I forget to close it, and grease or who knows what ends up splattering on the inside. It just makes it so gross. I love having my kids safe, but I hate the cleanup. I'm coming in with a toothbrush now to get into those really tight spots where gunk and grease is just built up over time. Here are my cute little kiddos making their appearance. This is our little pantry. It's so teeny tiny, but this is where we have to try to fit all of our snacks and I don't know, extra little things. So I'm just unpacking the boxes, putting them into that basket to make it easier to see, to find, for the kids to get to. It's kind of a project, but I'm so glad that it's done. As I was sorting through all of the food in here, I was also pulling out items that were past their expiration date. Depending on how far past the expiration date, I am able to donate some of those items to the local food bank. They will take things that are not far past the expiration date. So if it's close and I know we aren't going to use it in time, I will just take it over there and donate that. I was really nervous that basket wasn't going to fit in there. It was really a tight squeeze. I was afraid I might break it, but I got it in and it worked. This is our only other food cabinet in the kitchen. It's so crazy, so fast. The shelves are not tall, and so you can see our oil doesn't even fit standing upright. Generally, we try to keep our canned goods in the basement since they don't go bad as quickly, and we don't usually need those as frequently. But I'm so glad to finally get this all cleared out and reorganized, and for the most part, it has stayed organized through this past year. I went and grabbed some little boxes that I've been hanging on to see if any would work for this cabinet. I love hanging on to these little boxes because they just make the perfect little holders for random things in the house. I used a couple for the kids' sprinkles. Oh, yeah, that bottle there you were supposed to refrigerate after opening, and that sure didn't happen. But I use those little boxes for a lot of the baking good items. It just worked since they're in such little containers to keep them out of the way. I'm filling this box with different types of rice that we have. My husband does a lot of Asian cooking, which is so good. My gosh, guys. It's amazing. For real. And I know there's a lot of noodles and stuff down there, but don't judge me. I love noodles. I love Italian food. It's good. It feeds my soul. The top shelf is all my baking goods. And then this shelf here is just the different little box mixes. I know there's a ton of cake here. I don't even remember why I had so much cake at that time. I think I was about to do a lot of baking for something. I don't remember what it was for. And then this is our spice drawer. I hate that it only pulls out that much, but because our oven kind of sticks out from the wall, we only have this small little opening, and so we kind of have to reach back in there to pull everything out. But that's where we keep all the spices.
In the mirror on the restroom door. Voices in her head that mirror what she's heard before. All the things they said to hold her back, they never seem to leave her head and tend to keep her mind at war. All the things they said to hold her back, they keep her locked inside of all the times when she's been hurt before. Her eyes are swollen as she tries to hold her tears back. Her hands are shaking and her palms are sweating as she says, I don't wanna listen to a word you say, telling me what I can become, and I've been looking forward to this day.
These are all my spice jars. I really get a kick out of everything matching, and so when I can, I condense all of our spices into the matching jars so that they just all look the same. I like it.
Jet planes in the night sky with you, getting high in the sunrise with you, getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, no I do. And I wish that I could build a time machine, 'cause time moves on and now you're gone. Oh, if only I could build a time machine, I'd come and get you. I can't forget you. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that, I wish that, I wish that you were mine. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that, I wish that, I wish that you were mine.
While I was working on everything else, the dishwasher finished its load, so I'm unhooking it from the sink to get ready to unload the dishwasher and put everything away and reload it again.
To rip a chapter out my mind, I've tried, and his laugh is just as soft as yours, smiling just as wide. He could be what I like, and his voice is just as dark as yours, freckles just as light. Could be what I desire, still feels so tight. 'Cause he's got those stranger eyes, stranger eyes, stranger eyes. And he could be what I like, what I like, what I like. But he's got those stranger eyes, stranger eyes, stranger eyes. Time is standing still as I let go of your cold hand. Eyes are wet but lips are dry, and all the things we'd planned were never what you wanted. We've been lying from the start. Guess I knew it, just ignored it. I let go of your cold hand. I guess I saw it coming, yet it took me by surprise. Oh, oh. But if there's nothing left to cry for, then I will just crack a smile. Oh, oh. I had a million different things to do, and every one of them included you. We had a million different things to do. What can I say? Well, I've been lonely too. Lying on my own, the sheets are covered in your scent. Really tried to fall asleep, but I can't understand. Though we both felt kinda lonely, I still always thought you loved me. When I tried to let it go, the sheets are covered in your scent. I guess I saw it coming, yet it took me by surprise. Oh, oh. But if there's nothing left to cry for, then I will just crack a smile. Oh, oh. I had a million different things to do, and every one of them included you. We had a million different things to do, and I say, guess you've been lonely too. If it was never what you wanted, we've been lying from the start. Guess I knew it, just ignored it. I let go of your cold hand.
We have an African gray parrot, and these are her toys. Every time we clean her cage, we will take out some of the toys, especially the ones that have gotten poop on them, and those get run through the dishwasher too. I always just put them in with the silverware so they aren't floating around the dishwasher while it's running, and that always does a really good job of cleaning everything. I can never get these fully clean no matter what I use to clean them. So if you guys have any tricks on how to get this super stuck on grease off, please let me know in the comments. To get these safety caps clean, I use a combination of purple powder, my magic eraser, and a toothbrush to really get in there and get all of that grease out of there and get them looking new again. Now that I'm done getting the dishwasher reloaded again and everything out of the sink, I'm back to organizing all the spices and getting them all lined back up into this drawer and everything back into an organized state in the cupboard. I grabbed this box to load up all the canned goods to take them downstairs. We have a little shelf next to the washing machine that I like to stack all of my cans on because we have such limited space upstairs. It really allows me to keep some of the stuff that we use a little more frequently at hand. after letting these soak for a little bit, I'm back to scrubbing again to try to get all that grease off of there that's been sitting on them for so long. They get so gross so fast. I hate it. I'm now cleaning up one of our cast iron pans. I have loved switching to cast iron. I don't think I'll ever go back. I don't know, I just really like them. I think the big thing is I've just gotten so sick of Teflon over the years, always kind of chipping and needing to be replaced after just maybe 2 years. And these things have lasted for years. I love it, they're great. Now I'm just cleaning out some of my brushes here that I use for cleaning up the kitchen, kind of tidying up, getting everything done before I head to bed. This was a really long day of cleaning. It was, I think, about 3 or 4 hours. The kids were getting tired, and I was just kind of trying to get everything finished up. kitchen becomes a giant dumping ground, especially in the winter time. The kids strip off their boots and mittens and coats and just throw them onto the kitchen floor. That's our basement right there, and so laundry also gets thrown into the kitchen when it's on its way to the basement to be washed. There you, you see I'm throwing away some of the long ago expired things, and I'm finally getting to the sweeping. My silly girl. Yeah, that's what I use to oil the pans. I feel like it doesn't matter how often I sweep with the dogs and the kids, there's always hair or little wrappers or something that has landed on the kitchen floor. A nice little trick I have is I just sweep everything out onto the carpet in the dining room. Yes, we have carpet in the dining room. We also have carpet in the bathroom. Our house is a little bit of a disaster. I'm waiting to remodel, but I like to sweep everything out into the dining room carpet instead of using a dustpan because it just saves me a step. And generally right after I sweep the kitchen, I end up vacuuming. And so I just vacuum all that up and it just saves me a step. It's a little bit quicker and I enjoy doing that. Thanks for watching today.